Hello, welcome back to bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and listen, I know it's been far too long. I don't even know what this audio gonna be giving right now. I don't know, but we gonna let it do what it do. I think that's what we gonna do. I'm watching Love Is Blind, the new one that came out. First of all, if you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Listen, I'm not trying to leave you, just like hanging. Life is happening to me like a little fast. Life is happening at me a little too fast. And I got to go ahead and be present in my own life and do the things. And honestly, you know what it is? I feel like I just need a videographer, an editor, and everybody setting up everything. And I just come and I sit and I talk to the people of God. I feel like I do that best. Having to navigate everything else, I'm just kind of like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm tired. So go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. It dawned on me that I've also been putting a little bit more pressure on myself, feeling like, oh, let me first, do my makeup, set things up, make sure the lighting is doing the things. Whereas the reality, y'all not coming to me for makeup. Y'all don't give a damn what I look like. Y'all don't give a damn what my hair look like. Half the time we be ashy. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all want to hear me talk. Y'all want to hear me, you know what I'm saying, like drag the people of God. That's what y'all are here for. So I was like, you know what? Let's turn on the camera, do like a little simple mic, nothing major. And we actually gonna watch TV together. I miss that. I miss the simplicity of it. Turning it into a production with all the lights and the things. It's cute, but it's not sustainable in this season because it's like 30 came in hot. Okay, 30 came in hot. Even leading up to my birthday, it just was a lot. But even my birthday was just like, it was so much fun, but it just was like a lot. It just mentally just was a lot. And I feel like I'm reflecting a lot. Like, what am I doing with my life? All them crises. It's like, what's going on? Like, what's going to happen to my toes now that I'm 30? You know what I'm saying? On my lower back, what's going to happen? It's been a lot of things mentally. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's been a lot of things mentally. But that's not why we're here. We're going to watch Love Is Blind, the new one that came out. I have some thoughts on Love Is Blind, friends. I'm going to give it to y'all as I go on a different video. And forgive me that I'm late. However, come a period, if y'all still care for that, we could watch that, together and share my thoughts on that as well. But just go ahead and subscribe. Let's go ahead and just watch the show together. I'm gonna give my honest, real life. I'm gonna give my honest thoughts in real time. Okay, in this here time, I'm gonna give my thoughts. So go ahead and subscribe. As always, I do not have Netflix money. I do not have money for these people to go ahead and sue me. So we're just gonna be watching, and I'll pause whenever I can pause, and we're gonna talk about it and let it do what it do.
I don't get approached often. Automatically, they're like, okay, maybe she's stuck up, not fun. But really, those things aren't the case. I would love to just talk to someone and they just get to know me from the heart.
China is so beautiful, very beautiful black girl. Immediately, like, yes, we love to see it. We love to see it. Is she the only blacks in here though? Because one thing about Netflix, they're not gonna give you diversity. They're gonna give you, you know, 2.5 blacks. They're gonna give you 2.5 Asians. They're not gonna give you nothing, right? So is she the only one? Because that tends to be a little, it tends to be a little finicky for me. Because then typically, for the most part, you won't see their connection for real, for real. And then all these other girlies be turning the black girlies into their therapists. Like, ma'am, I am not here to listen to your oppression. I am not here to listen to your stories. I'm here to find love blindly, Bartimaeus style. China, you that good China. Okay? She's giving good China.
Growing up, I was in the foster care system all my life, being with multiple families, like not having a permanent family for myself. So this is my chance to build that with someone.
This baby being to all the foster cares. My heart goes out to all the kids and all the people who went through the foster care system. That's definitely something that's not, the funnest. It's not the funnest experience at all. I am always weary though when people have those type kind of reasonings as to why they want to have a family per se. It's just kind of like I really hope it comes from a place of healing and not a place of actual hurt. like I want a family because I had no family. Okay, have you healed from not having a family? Because you don't want to put the pressure on these little babies that you're gonna have to fulfill all the things that you ain't had because you ain't had no family when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm making sense. Of course, the family is beautiful, but you should never put pressure on kids to fulfill the parts of you that were not fulfilled when you were a kid. So do that healing first. You know what I'm saying? So you're not having Bobby over here having to essentially heal all of your wounds. Now, all scenarios in our lives would heal us, right? Like all the things that we experience in life, all the people that we meet can aid in our healing, but it shouldn't be like almost like the expectation as in like my partner gonna heal me, or when I have my family I'm gonna feel healed. When I have my own kids and I do things differently, then I'm gonna be healed. Like, no, seek your healing outside of all those things, so you're not unintentionally like bleeding on all these other people in your life. But comment down below, let me know your thoughts, child, because sometimes I be just dragging things for no reason. It could just be me. But Desmond, he black, he a child of God. I don't know that I would have chosen those sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's low-key giving what's that baby? The witch show that black parents will be letting their kids watch. Um oh my god, like a little white kid. Y'all know the show I'm talking about? It's too round. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too round with it. I don't know that I like the shades on him. But you know what I'm saying? Black is beautiful. Black is excellent, you know? Y'all, why it took me all this time to say Harry Potter? The sunglasses is giving black Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? Like the round, it's giving Harry Potter. I don't know why I was Googling everything. I said the show with the witch. Then I said the show that the book series that turned into a show. It just was a lot. Either way, Brandon, it's not really giving to me those shades like that. But like black is beautiful, so that's why I'm gonna leave it at.
I have a blinding eye condition, and there's a good chance that I'm going to go blind.
Madison, the first thing we hear about her also is that she has a blinding eye condition. Bless your heart, because that must be scary. Why are you trying to find love blindly? You know what I'm saying? Like if in the future you might get your Bartimaeus on, why is you on my screen trying to start that process early? You know what I'm saying? Like you should be opening your eyes like this. You want to see everything. Right? Go outside and see. Open your eyes and see. See everything and see everybody. Why are you trying to start your Bartimaeus journey early on my screen? You know what I'm saying? I bless your heart. Why would you want to do that? Comment down below. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but why would you want to do that to yourself? Go see the people. Right? Go see the people and let them see you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot to also expect somebody to fall in love with you blindly in 10 days, propose to you, and then in a little bit, you're going to be blind. You feel me? Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Beautiful girl. Really, really beautiful girl. Gorgeous skin.
This experiment is so much more to me because it simulates what my life could be like when I do lose my vision.
That's sad. Right? Like, why are you trying to get extra practice? If it does happen, you will have all the practice in the world. That is so sad. Why would you do this to yourself, beloved? Now, everybody in the lounge is sad. Everybody in the lounge, now everybody is sad. You know what I think? I feel like editing, really does play a role in this, because we are just meeting you. We are literally just meeting you. And now I'm sad. I'm at my house and now I'm sad. I'm about to start weeping. Because this baby gonna go ahead and get her Stevie Wonder on, and she's starting it early on my screen. Did she say anything else that y'all could have added in the beginning? It's just kind of like how my name is Bethany and I'm finna be blind. Like, what? Emotional damage.
I know what I need in a partner with my diagnosis. So it's so important that I find that correct person and that somebody is so empathetic and understanding.
That's a good reason. Maybe not how I would have done it, but that's a good reason. You want to find somebody that's like that would be open to that. But I just still feel like it's like you want to allow somebody time to really get to know you, somebody to really fall in love with you. This is not something that you do lightly with an experiment like this, right? Because it's like, it's a lot more at stake. Because imagine somebody fall in love with you blindly and y'all are doing the things and now they got to break up with you. Now they're breaking up with the girl that's about to go blind. You know what I'm saying? That's going to hurt your feelings, but that's also going to hurt their feelings because they're going to be like, dang, am I a jerk? It's like, okay. You know, here comes Sister Stevie. Okay, future Mrs. Stevie Wonder, like, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna hurt their feelings too. Now they're gonna be an asshole for trying to like end things with you because you about to go blind. Bless her heart though. Don't mind me at all.
I'm a single parent, so I definitely feel like there's been a few times where, you know, I tell the lady I have a kid and there's all interest is lost.
Would y'all date somebody with kids? If so, how many? What's like the range? How y'all feel about that? I'm curious. I would not.
So I've done very well for myself professionally. I think, you know, it takes a very confident and secure man to be with a woman like me.
So Megan gonna be 33. Gorgeous girl. She said the men be intimidated by her because of how hard she be working and all the things. That's true. A lot of these men, they don't be having, the balls don't be aligned. I'm talking about the balls don't even be attached to them. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that be having the balls attached to them, a lot of them be missing chromosomes. Like I'm counting, it's like, you ain't got all 46. That's a 46? Yeah, is it 46? You're supposed to have 46 chromosomes. I think you're supposed to have 46, 23, and then double. Right? Some of them be missing chromosomes. So I believe our good sis. Right? But also, a lot of the girlies that be saying this, some of y'all just be nasty. Some of y'all be nasty and mean to the people of God. So it don't even be that men are intimidated. It just be meaning sometimes that y'all are not good people. Y'all feel like your career be everything. And it's just kind of like, personally, I don't even like men like that. I don't like people like that in general. And some of y'all just be insufferable. Right? I get it. Men spawn loose. A lot of them. But some of y'all don't be nice.
Are they just after me for my money, or is it me for who I am?
So she a business owner and she talking about how like sometimes she feels like, you know, men gonna be after her for her money or if they're gonna be there for her for who she is. Says how much money you got and why you trying to bring that money on Love is Blind? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you trying to bring your money to Love is Blind? A lot of these people are looking for clouds. Take your money somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Take your money somewhere else. This is not the experiment. This is the experiment. If you ain't got no headboard, come to Love is Blind. If you got you a mattress and a bed and you ain't got no headboard, come to Love is Blind. Okay? If you got money, you established, this is not the show for you. Beloved, go outside and network. Go to Afrotech. Is it Afrotech? Go to Afrotech. Go to Women Evolve. Go to all the conferences. Get you somebody that's going to make sense. Love is Blind. A lot of these people are out here for clout. But if you must, go ahead and sign that prenup. Okay? Don't get Jared over here trying to take your money. Because you know Jared not going to have no headboard. And again, this is the first thing we're hearing about her. The other one, we got foster care. This other one, she about to be blind. This one got too much money. So it's just kind of like, okay. The sad stories, the way they be editing y'all, it just be like, my name is this and I have money. And that's why the people don't be liking me. My name is Brittany and I'm about to be blind. That's why the people don't like me. It's just like, okay. Editing really be playing with y'all. I know that's not how the conversation really be going. They have to condense everything. But that editing be making y'all look crazy. So I now seen 3 black girls on here. One of them or 2 of them better make it to the finales. That's all I'm asking. Netflix, please. Let's come together for the glory of God. One of them better make it to the finale. That's all I'm asking.
Do you have pets?
I have a cat. Her name's Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. What if I told you I have a tattoo of a cat? Would you believe me?
Yes.
What if I told you I had 5 tattoos of cats?
5? No, you don't.
You got 5 tattoos of cats? Like you counted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's all cats.
I've never not been cheated on, so that's great. I have a big heart, and I want to give it to somebody that deserves it.
Girl, keep your heart.
This is what.
You 27, you've never not been cheated on. Keep your heart. Don't give it blindly. Keep your heart. It's right now, Casey's giving to me, she about to get her heart broken again. Like, already, I just feel like our good sis is in for a ride. Because she on that day with the Mr. Fat Cat tattoos, it's just a lot going on right off the jump. Whenever the girl is be coming over here talking about how they're being cheated on and the things, the man be taking that as a thing of like, oh, so you being cheated on? You got experience dealing with this? Watch me cheat on your ass. Like, the man be trying to play in their faces.
The last guy I dated was in social media, and it was not good. Hello. It was just like, there was another hot blonde always on the horizon, and it ended up making me crazy, because I was like, wait, why don't I look like that girl, though?
And
Wait. There was always another blonde girl on the horizon. And I was like, dang, why don't I look like that girl though? Girl, you don't look like that girl because you're not that girl. Like, she has her face, you have your face. I don't pause on my screen. Our good sister Casey, she's about to weep because she ain't look like the other blondes that was on the horizon. Ma'am, what? Like, what? He drove you crazy that there was other blondes in the world? I'm not a blonde, so clearly maybe I cannot relate to the experiences of blondes, but like, there are blondes in the world. Like, it made you crazy that there were other blondes, that you wanted to look like other blondes. You are already a blonde. You know what I'm saying? And she about to cry. Let's see.
And so now it's just like, it's so funny, I'm getting emotional.
I need somebody to explain to me what that meltdown was. She essentially struggles with being a blonde because she don't look like other blondes on the horizon. And so now she's happy to finally be in this experiment for 10 days, mind you. Because as soon as she leaves, she's still going to be a blonde on the horizon, like other blondes. Somebody explain to me this meltdown like I'm 5.
I'm 32. I'm a hair and makeup artist. I primarily do weddings.
Oh.
Always the makeup artist, never the bride.
Interesting.
Don't say that. Let's walk into these parts with a little bit more confidence. Okay, you don't just finish crying about being a blonde when there are other blondes on the horizon. Then you're going to come over here and let the people of God know that you always the one doing the makeup for the bride and you never be the bride. It's giving desperado. It's giving a little hint of desperate. Real desperate housewives. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have a little decorum. It's not cute.
I have 4 brothers and a sister. She sings in Korean.
What?
My dad served his Mormon mission in Korea.
Yeah.
And he sings.
Yeah.
So he started singing in Korean, and now my sister's kind of this cute little blonde white girl that is into that.
Do y'all be seeing how they be subliminally trying to let the people of God know what exactly they look like? Because let's follow the story. We're talking, I have 4 brothers and a sister or something like that, or vice versa. My sister be singing in Korea. She sings in Korean. I don't know if she speaks it or she's just able to sing it. Kudos to the sister. I used to be a Mormon. I'm not anymore. My dad served his his Mormon ministry in Korea, right? And and my sister picked up on that. And so there's this little, my sister is this little white blonde girl that be singing in Korean. You see how she tried to tell him that she a blonde on the horizon? So while you came here on my screen trying to find love blindly because you feel insecure that there are other blondes on the horizon, that you was wondering why you ain't look like the other blondes on the horizon, at the very first chance that you got, you decided to let us know that you is a blonde. So is we trying to find love blindly or is we not? Sister Casey? It's very subtle. Am I reading too much into our good sis? Am I? I could be. But it's just kind of like, if love gonna be blind, love gonna be blind. And the other guy she talking to on the other side, this guy seems like he's of, some kind of like Asian descent. I'm not sure what country, but he does look like he is of Asian descent. So like his face was like, oh, Korea, like have you been? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes can we find the love blindly, actually blindly, and then let the look be like the bonus? Because y'all be subliminally trying to tell the men of God and the women of God what y'all low-key look like. Casey is memorable, but based off of this date, I'm going to tell you this much. Casey is like me. Casey going to talk, right? I'm a talker. Casey gonna talk because in this entire date, I figured out nothing about Patrick except that he's a construction worker who has flexibility around his job. Because the way, at least maybe the way they were edited, Patrick ain't got a word in. Casey done talked the whole time. She was Mormon. Her sister be singing in Korean. She a blonde on the horizon and the things. And it's just like, I know nothing of this man because it feels like she kind of like overtook the conversation a little bit. Could be editing. But my sister is like me. Me and Casey, we gonna talk. Y'all, it is 9 minutes and 23 seconds into this show. I done talked the whole time. Casey gonna talk, I'm gonna talk. God bless America.
My major insecurity in the past was being an Asian American man in a predominantly Caucasian area.
Who am I talking to?
Patrick, what's your name?
Patrick, I'm Anna.
I grew up as the only Asian kid in class. I grew up as the only Asian friend in the friend group. What type of guys do you normally date?
Oh, you're going straight for the questions.
Yeah.
I dated all over the place. I've dated much older. I've dated my age.
What about ethnicities?
White guys. What about you?
White girls.
I wanted to pause right here and talk about this on the strength alone of like, sometimes, not me, because again, love who you love, so long as you're not disrespectful or diminishing to the people in your own life, I don't care, right? Like, love who you love who you want to love. But one thing that I feel like sometimes we forget to keep in mind is that people are going to date who they're necessarily around, right? So in the case of Patrick, he's the only Asian American in his class, the only Asian American in his friend group. That lets me know the options around him are not typically his people. So if he gonna date, you know what I'm saying? He gonna date who gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? He gonna date who gonna be around. So part of the issues when it comes to like maybe, and I'm not saying it as an issue as in it's a problem, right? Because sometimes, I know even within the Black community, you look at like, maybe you look at some girls who've only dated white guys or some Black men who've only dated, white girls. Sometimes we also have to keep in mind, where did they grow up? What kind of environments did they actually grow up in? You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up seeing people that look exactly like me. Everybody around me looked like me. Everybody around me looked like me. So my attractions and the people that I found interesting or the people that I wanted to date were people that looked like me. I can only imagine if you grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood as a Black girl or as like an Asian girl, an Asian man like Patrick over here, who you saw and who you were raised with will ultimately determine who you're gonna date. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's hard because most of us, in minority groups, and I'm not saying minority as in like we're less than, because again, it never gave minority, like in the global scheme of the world, Black, Asian, it never gave minority. Let's keep that a buck, right? But like in this country, at least in America, when you are in a predominantly white setting, there's a certain level of just like, I don't want to say code switching, but you are never really yourself. You are never truly your full self. And I think Patrick is kind of like talking about it a little bit, as in that has affected the way he's been able to just like almost like be open and really vulnerable and himself. You know what I'm saying? Like around or with the people he's dated, because it's like sometimes they just don't get it. Even the most well-meaning white person will never understand the Black experience, right? As like a Black American even, or as like, myself, I'm a Congolese American, like I'm an African, like Congo American. And it's like even in their best effort, they will never get it. I think he's speaking on that a little bit. And we're going to play this and see the rest. But I feel like that's going to be our good sister's experience as well. Anna, the girl on the other side, because she seems like she's also of Asian descent. But maybe where they grew up, that's just who was there, honestly. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like they definitely, in some areas that just like, dang, like even, I'm not a mom or anything, but it's things that I think about. Like I want my children to be exposed to a wide variety of people, right? Like I don't want my kids to have limited options.
I've dated because like we're in Colorado and it's like,
Yes, it's not that diverse.
originally I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Did your family grow up there?
No, so my parents actually moved there from a different country.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not that diverse. So sometimes it's not just like, it's not a thing. Because again, there are people who date outside of their race because they dislike their own race. There are people who are like that. It's a lot of, Black, white. It's a lot of other people who have that kind of, thought process, which I always reject. But it feels like sometimes, like I just said, it's not diverse. So if I grew up around Becky's and whatchamacallit Logan's, who you think I'm finna date? Who I'm finna date? I'm glad that they're both open, but I'm always also weary because sometimes when you've already only dated this one particular group, you start to build attachments low-key to that one particular group. We saw that in the other Love is Blind UK with Sarova and what's his name? Cal or whatever, who Cal had only dated, blondes and white girls and the things. He fell in love with Sarova, this and the third. They got married only for this guy to still go ahead and just like leave. Because sometimes once you're used to your type, you're used to your type. So it's like a little, it be finicky for me at least, it be finicky. But let's see how it's going to play out with these two. Because, baby, I don't know. If they do end up together, I feel like they're going to bond a little bit more on that just like safety of maybe just feeling somewhat at home with each other because they both have some kind of like Asian background to them, with the ethnicity and whatnot. But I feel like it's going to be a problem. Comment down below and let me know. And do not spoil this. If you've watched this already, please do not spoil this for me, I beg. So they just had a conversation about their parents both being from different countries that migrated here. And they spoke about speaking a second language. I think so they're trying to thread very like, lightly as far as like not giving away, their ethnicity. But like I see almost like the blinks clicking into their heads a little bit. And like I said, this gonna either be a good thing or this gonna be just like a we're relating on the strength alone of like, oh, here comes, an Asian person that kind of like can get me and I can just feel like at home and we can bond over not feeling at home with other people, right? Like with all the white men and the white women that we've dated, right? Like bonding over that instead of like actual similarities that has everything to do with personality, character, values, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he pacing around the room, he walking around like he about to tarry for the Holy Spirit. It's just a lot going on, and it's like it's only based off of the thought that maybe he has in his mind, like, dang, like this is not a white girl. What could she be? Could she be, could she be Indian? Could she be like me and whatever the case? So that curiosity, I just don't want them to confuse that for an actual attraction or an actual bonding, right? Like based off of character, based off of like, interest, based off of like, values and things like that. But comment down below and let me know.
Growing up, my parents definitely hoped for me to find someone who looked like me, a nice Chinese man.
So we just find out that our whatchamacallit Anna is Chinese. I wonder what, Patrick is. And they also just have like typical names, right? Like they have, and by typical, I mean like typical American names, right? And which is another thing I feel like a lot of, again, minority groups, we tend to do that. We tend to keep like our traditional names either for the last, middle, or whatever. And we present with the names that will get us the least, the least repeating. Like, can you say that again? Can you say that again? Can you say that again? What that mean? Oh my gosh, when you know what I'm saying? Like the name that you could put down your resume and ensure that you could get a call back for a job. It is unfortunate, but that's a reality, right? Like, Anna, what that mean? Like Anna, like you're Chinese. Like, why is your name Anna? No offense. Like, I hope you're getting the point I'm trying to make. Like, why is your name Anna? Because sometimes you have to put the name down just to be able to fit into the society that you're in. He's an Asian man. Like, why is his name Patrick? But again, it's a response to the society that we live in. You just have to do what you got to do, present yourself one way, which again is part of that. I don't want to say code switching, but part of like that assimilation, having to, dumb down part of like your heritage, your language, like your names, just to feel a little bit more comfortable in this country.
Okay, so are you very religious?
I am not.
So refreshing to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm not either, at all.
Okay.
And you don't sound like you're homophobic or racist.
No, gosh, no.
So now we see Anna on another day with this guy named Blake, this white guy named Blake. And, they're having fun. They're he, ha. And I just want to make a point that I can already see her connecting with this guy based off of like values, personalities, and interests, right? Like they're both not religious, and she don't ask him, you don't sound homophobic or like racist or nothing like that. I don't know why I dropped the H in homophobic. I say homophobic. Hey, Jesus. Hey. Homophobic. It's a H. It's a H in the front. Like one thing about Africans, we're gonna drop the H where it's supposed to be and we're gonna add it where it ain't supposed to be. Anyway, but like it seems like they're bonding over like, okay, so values. We're not both religious. You're not homophobic, you're not racist. I guess she's not homophobic, she's not racist. And they have a little banter going on. In contrast with the dates that we saw her with Patrick, where it felt like they were bonding over having different ethnicities and having to date white people and navigating a world that's not so diverse. Does that make sense? One is based off of interest. The other one is almost, I don't want to call it trauma bonding because I don't think that's what they're doing necessarily as of yet, but it's more so giving that, right? Again, could be editing. It could be all of those things. So I could be completely wrong. But the messaging that's being portrayed with how the show is going is giving that.
This is Blake. Who's this?
Blake, this is Megan. My friends call me Sparkle Megan.
So Sparkle Megan is the girl that has the money and she's career driven. And according to this other guy, to Blake, whose grandmother told him it's time. Go ahead and bring me a woman. We get it. You got your career. Go ahead and give me a woman, a wife, some kids. You know what I'm saying? Like grandma probably, is on her last day. She's trying to go ahead and go be with him in glory, right? So grandma's like, go ahead and give me them kids. So now Blake is like, okay, it's time. It's time for me to come over here and prioritize a relationship. So now she's on a date with Sparkle Megan, who got money, and she don't be knowing if people like her for her money or if people are intimidated, by her because she a businesswoman. I feel like a connection gonna form right here because they're both career driven and they're doing the things. Let's see how that plays out. Both of y'all get a prenup is all I'm gonna ask.
Prioritize my career a little too much, if I'm honest. How about you?
All of my 20s, I was huge into my career as well.
Okay.
Worked for an oil and gas company that sold back in 2020. I love my life.
Yeah.
But it would be so nice to spend that with a partner.
Their date felt like a Zoom meeting with that, that one coworker that's just like super into their work. You know what I'm saying? It felt like two coworkers who just be wanting to act like they the ones carrying the company along on their shoulders all their life. They had to fight and the thing. It did not feel romantic. It felt interviewish, right? Like it didn't feel like I saw any personality. It felt very just like non-fun. It felt very rigid to me. It just rang like that. Their conversation was so boring. Like I've been more entertained watching paints dry. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been more entertained detangling my hair than I was by this conversation. It's just like she says she loves her life, but I'm yet to hear anything about her life. It's just like work. Do you travel? Right? Like what are the hobbies that you do? Is it just work, work, work? That's not a fun life for men or women at all.
Men are intimidated by me, by how I live, my level of success, the car I drive, the house I live in. A lot of men get insecure about that.
Like I get it, but I just feel like, girl, like every time, like is your work and having money all you have to offer? I don't like when men do that, and I equally do not like it when women do that as well. My level of success, the money, the car that I have is like, okay, girl. And you know what I'm saying? Is it just because I'm broke, or is it just feeling like, oh, I have money. People are, I have these men are monitoring spaces because I have money. It's because I have money. Okay. Millionaire Casey. Go, okay. Is it his name Casey? She was sparkling. I don't know what her name is, but she sparkles. Okay. It's just too much.
What are you passionate about?
I'm currently getting my own company up and running.
Nice. What kind of company?
Medically driven, tech-enabled health club.
You passed the vibe check.
So now Sparkle Megan is on a date with this guy Mike, and their banter seems to be a little bit more cool. He seems to be a little bit more work focused, like he does real estate, invests in like property once a year. I'm guessing he too has money. Maybe finally Megan gonna stop letting us know about the money that she has that be intimidating everybody in her life. Maybe she should just find somebody with money. It appears that Mike, or we don't know how old he is, Mike has a hair board, I'm hoping. Because if you got all that money and all that real estate, maybe you got a hair board, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you got like a picture frame around the house. Maybe you got you some cups, like proper wine glasses and all of the things.
I'm definitely like a perfectionist.
Okay.
Very like type A.
So if I like leave a bunch of dirty dishes out on the island or the counter, are you gonna be mad at me?
Why would you leave a bunch of dishes out in the counters? What are you, 5? Put the dishes away. Why do men be looking for maids? Put the dishes, if you use the dish, put it away. What are we talking about? She just told you she has her business that she be running and all the things. She career driven. Why would you in your mind then start thinking about the dishes that she's gonna leave on the counters and what she gonna do about that? Why do y'all be subconsciously just viewing women as maids, people that's supposed to come and do for you? If you want somebody to do for you, hire a maid. You are into real estate. I'm sure you've had people, cleaners and the things. Hire my cleaning business. I'm gonna come and clean for you. I'm gonna come and clean after you. She better give an answer that's gonna make sense. So not come out here being a pick Misha.
It would annoy me for sure,
Yeah.
but I kind of believe in like more traditional gender roles.
Okay.
I'm not saying leave all your fucking dirty dishes out.
I support that. It's just surprising to hear from you because of the tech startup.
And that's why I think I'm kind of an anomaly because, like, yes, I've had an amazing career, but I also value, you know, the woman being like that nurturer. And I definitely want my man to be kind of quote unquote the provider, but like the security and the safety. I think there's something to be said about a man who's like, yes, I want to take care of my woman.
Yeah.
I don't believe these are her true statements. I think this is part of wanting to come across a little bit softer so she could be picked. So we're gonna let that be what it's gonna be.
My name is Jordan. What's your name?
Jordan, I'm Megan. My friends at home call me Sparkle Megan.
Tell me how you got that nickname.
I just love sparkles. My shoes are sparkly. I drive a car that has a blinged out emblem.
What kind of car?
I don't know if I want to share that quite yet.
I am a single dad.
Do you want more kids?
So I actually got snipped.
Oh.
So I'll totally get a reverse though.
This date between Sparkle Megan, because she done call herself Sparkle Megan 111 times, with Mr. Five Tattoo Cats guy. This date is very interesting. He has a kid, and they done talked about how, you know, he done did a little snip down there. And they done spoke about, you know, of course she brought up, you know, again, her job, and her job is a really big part of who she is. Like, it's really, really big part of who she is, which is why I'm finding it hard to believe that she truly, 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 truly is looking for, I guess, maybe that traditional. Because when I'm thinking traditional, you're trying to be at home. The man gonna go win the bread. You're gonna come at the house and you're gonna make sandwiches for Jimmy and Taylor, Beth. Because, you know, they love them a good Beth in the middle name of their child, right? That's why I'm struggling to believe that. And even if she does want that, I feel like it's going to be something that she struggles to transition a little bit out of because of how much her job means to her, how much being a businesswoman means to her, how much having money means to her. She's Sparkle Megan, the kind of car that she drives, her shoes have bedazzlement and the things. I'm having a hard time believing that, you know, she really exists within. I'm having a hard time believing that she really believes those two things equally. I feel like that's something she's trying to say so that she could be. I feel like that's a pick Misha move. I'm sorry. Comment down below and let me know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that thought process. It's like, you know, I have my own, but I still want my man to do for me. I don't see anything wrong with that thought process. Live your life, do whatever you want to do, right? But I just feel like I don't believe that that's truly, truly what she believes. I feel like we're trying to like play cute. You know what I'm saying? Let me secure the man. We're going to figure out the details later. I think, low-key, to me, that's what it's giving. But this date with this guy is very interesting. If you've told us all this time that men are insecure by your wealth, it feels like probably you are going to out-earn this man that you're sitting next to, Mr. Cat Tattoo. So this might be like a fun little thing. And he already got a kid. I don't know that that's somebody that she would really go for, but let's see. I could be wrong. Jordan, with his 5 cats and the tattoos that he has, he knows how to talk to people. He seems very personable. He seems very chill. Like, I like him. I like just like the way he's engaging and talking to these women.
I think of a cute name for both of us, like a combination of our two names smashed together. Anton and Alini.
Teeny.
Antonini. No, that sounds so freaking Italian. That sounds like an Italian
it does.
dish.
So now we have Anton and Alini. Their date seems to be going well. They came up with a cute little name, Antonini. They're bonding over that. he Russian, she Brazilian, and they're talking about the things, you know. And I feel like they're setting this up for these two to be a couple. Am I mad at it? I don't know. I don't know that I'm mad at it. I don't know that I'm mad at it. I feel like he a talker. Maybe again it's just like editing, but I feel like he's interrupted her one too many times. But I feel like I'm liking, the conversation. It seems, at first it was like very like easy with the names and the things, and then they started sharing a little bit more, about like, him being Russian and the war with Ukraine and having family on both sides and kind of like things of that nature. So I'm liking their date so far, but we'll see. So now we're on a date between, Edmond and Calibria, the blacks of the show. We love to see it. But I'm gonna need Edmond to go ahead and stop jumping.
For me personally, like, I've done like going to meetups. I've done dating apps for a bit. I've done asking my friends, like, you know anybody that might like me?
You know what I'm saying? Like, is this like all throughout the whole way this baby jumping? He in the lounge, he trying to jump. He's by the door, he trying to jump.
Like, I've done like everything, but I'm going this experiment with an open mind.
He out here in the pods, just like excited and giddy. Now, I love me a happy black, a happy black man. I love me a happy black man. But this one is just like a little like, okay, do we need to like drink some kind of like tea that's gonna help us unwind? Like, what's going on? He did say, he's feeling Calibria and all of the things. And so far, she seems to reciprocate that.
I'm okay if I cook. I'm okay if my husband cooks. I'm okay if I take care of the kids. I'm okay if my husband take care of the kids. I am very much a 50-50 kind of woman. I'm not going to be a housewife.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working. I went to school. I got these degrees, baby. They're going to you. So you are so intriguing.
I haven't talked.
They're having a conversation that seems to be like, they align with their values, their work seems to align in the things. And she gonna say, you were so intriguing. Why this baby gonna do this right here?
Oh, you are so intriguing.
Let's play it back so we're all clear as to what just happened.
Oh, you are so intriguing.
Cause there's giddy, right? Like there's like, you just giddy, you a happy black man. And then there's somebody knocked you when you was playing football type kind of giddy. You know what I'm saying? There's that, and then there's like, it's a couple screws that might be missing. Or could be a little loose. Let's play this back again.
Oh, you are so intriguing.
This gonna piss our good sis out. I promise y'all this gonna piss her off. It's gonna.
But later on in life, I do want to like get into like being a substitute teacher.
Okay. Just something to do. You enjoy teaching?
I always had that calling in the sense of like my life was saved by a teacher, like my 5th grade teacher.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So I'm not trying to cry.
No, it's okay. I want to hear about it.
Oh, what did the teacher do?
You're more of a man if you cry, if you ask me.
I really just love the space that she's creating for him to just be himself. Like, to talk openly. She's asking really good follow-up questions. I'm really just loving the way she's showing up. Like, sis, you're like she's communicating really well with him. And now I'm trying to figure out what the teacher done did. How the teacher saved your life. You know, it's like how the teacher get her Jesus Christ on and save your life. Tell the congregation. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just love, and to the people that be trying to come over and talk about how black women, we don't know how to be safe, we don't know how to be self. No. Whoever you dealt with may have been immature. Whoever you dealt with may have not had the emotional intelligence, but that doesn't speak or reflect to us as a group, as in like, we just don't know how to be a safe space for men. That's not true. She's sitting here validating his feelings, creating that space for him to go ahead and share, reassuring him, doing all of the things.
I'm not trying to cry.
No, it's okay. I want to hear about it.
How the teacher saved you?
Just growing up, like, you gotta be tough and, like, don't cry. But now, like, I'm getting better with crying. Like, it's nothing wrong with crying.
At all.
But my wife was, like, saved my fifth grade teacher. And that's, like, what pushed me to, like, want to get into elementary education. Because, like, I'm really energetic. And, like, when I'm with kids, like, all you gotta do is have fun and be a kid. But then, like, when stuff is really going down, like, I can just relate to them, like, on a whole different level and stuff.
Yeah.
So this man done wept. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus wept, this baby done wept that the teacher done saved him. How? You know what I'm saying? Like I played this the whole time. Like, did they edit this out? Like, how did the teacher save you? From what? What happened? Like, is it just like as it relates to just maybe the struggle that you've experienced in life, being, bouncing from home to home, which I'm sure that has like a really, a traumatic impact, right? Like that can really have a traumatic impact on anybody. Is that what you were talking about? Because the way he paused, like, oh, my fifth grade teacher saved me, I was expecting a story, right? This baby done wept, finished weeping, and I'm still not sure what the teacher done saved you from. Edmond.
I mean, I'm super into karaoke.
So now we meet Madison and Joey. Joey, who apparently he's intimidated by other guys. He seems more confident with other guys and funny with other guys. But we know this. A lot of these dudes that be trying to talk like a good talk, like, y'all can't really be... Y'all don't be knowing how to really handle women for real, for real. Y'all are more impressed with y'all boys and whatchamacallit, massaging their balls than you are women. So we've established this, right? If we look at the status of the world, men are more committed impressing other men than they are women. Men are more committed getting the approval of other men than they are women. So he gonna talk about how, like, he a little nervous because he feels like Mike is like really smooth with it. Mike is really funny, and it's like he doesn't think like... A lot of y'all be dealing with insecurities as well, but y'all be making it seem like it be us that be insecure. Y'all deal with insecurities as well because insecurity is part of life. Men and women experience them. Now they're on a date. It's him, Joey, and our good sis Madison. This is the first time I'm seeing her. Is that the girl that's gonna be blonde? I don't remember the girl that's gonna be blonde. I don't know. Anyway, so now they're on a date. This baby gonna ask, what's your ideal day? She gonna say, oh, we're gonna go ahead and go to karaoke. We're gonna do a little karaoke. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to 7-Eleven.
So karaoke and then what?
Okay, then we're gonna go for a little jaunt down to 7-Eleven to get a snack.
That's like when you think about your ideal dates. Like, I'm thinking about if you could have the best date ever. You got karaoke and 7-Eleven. Madison. Sister Madison.
Okay.
A little pop in, get some, like, I don't know,
Okay.
flamin' hot lime Cheetos.
Great. Okay.
That's...
And where we go? We're walking? We're walking this
Yeah.
Even the guy, like, Madison, even the guy confused as to what's happening. So we're going to go from karaoke, which I'm guessing is like a little bar or something. Ain't no dinner on the horizon. It could be some blondes on the horizon that, Sparkly Megan, not Sparkly Megan, the other girl that was crying, Casey, the Casey girl that was crying about the other blondes on the horizon. So y'all gonna leave the karaoke where you gonna sing Fergalicious, right? Y'all gonna leave that bar. Maybe we ain't spoke about the drinks we gonna have, maybe the foods we gonna have. We gonna leave the bar. Somehow we gonna be walking. And this bar gonna be within walking distance of a 7-Eleven for us to go ahead and get some flaming hot Cheetos. Even the guy confused. And then she got the nerve to be like, oh, why am I the one planning this date?
Any dinner along the way, or what is it? Or just karaoke, flaming hot, and then...
Why am I having to come up with all this?
I'm just asking. I'm asking. Is it? It's karaoke, flaming hot, straight back to the house.
Madison, is your ideal perfect date? How can somebody that you done met blindly on my screen and the screen of the people of God explain to you Your ideal first date. Is it crap? Is it like what? You ready to find love blindly and you don't even know your ideal perfect date. You don't even know how that's supposed to look like. But somehow you ready to be a wife to a stranger that you done met on my screen blindly. And y'all gonna go ahead and go to 7-Eleven.
I mean, this is your favorite
You
day.
tell me what's next. This is
Okay.
it's a partnership.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Okay. I need you to finish the date.
God bless America.
I had a dream last night and your mom was in it.
Oh, shit.
Like you were coming out of prison.
I was coming out of prison. I've never been in prison.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we're on a date with, Anton and Alini. Why this baby gonna get her Martin Luther King on talk about she had a dream? And so I'm like, okay, you had a dream like Joseph had a dream? She's like, yeah, girl, I had me a dream. So I'm like, tell us the dream. This baby gonna say, me in my dream, I done seen you coming out of prison. Me and your mom, whom I've never met blindly. You that I've never met blindly either. But somehow we was down there at the prison where you was coming out. Or the prison in my dream, you was getting your Paul and Silas on in my dream, and I had to go ahead and pick you up. Even though I don't know what you look like, but in my dream, you came as a prisoner of war, a prisoner. Paul and Silas. Prison. What the hell? Hey, Jesus. That's a dream you write in your journal. That's a dream you go ahead and find you a Joseph in your life to go ahead and interpret what that dream gonna mean for the woman of God. We are Meanwhile, this guy done came from prison in your Martin Luther King dream. That's a problem. What? Not even regular jail. We talking prison? Love show is blind because they're both them, they're laughing. And I'm just kind of like, you came from prison in her dream, beloved. Are you not understanding what's happening? Run. Wrong, because after you done meet this man blindly, you're going to need to go ahead and raise some money for bail, beloved. Run. That's the Lord trying to speak through you. Run. Run.
I don't think there's been a moment that I've really not thought about you. And
she in love with her prisoner. She in love. Prison love. Love after lockup. 100% in love. Every cell in my body. I know you was in a cell in my dream, but every cell in my body is in love with you. Prisoner of war. You appreciate.
I love you too.
You better love her. Even though you're in prison, she still loved you.
All the signs that I've gotten from God, that I've gotten from myself, from my heart, from my soul.
The Lord is speaking.
The decision that I've come to.
Mm-hmm. What decision?
For not just me, but for both of us.
Tell us the decision. What have you decided that the man of God, that the Lord God has helped you? He don't propose, yeah. He don't propose. He on the knee. He don't propose. Alini, get your prisoner of war. Get your prisoner together. Yes.
There's a nice young lady that goes by Sparkle Megan, and I initially wrote her off just because I hate the nickname. I truly do. But after talking with her, she just seems so confident and independent and strong, very ambitious.
So now we just watched a date between Sparkly Megan and Jordan, the single dad with all the 5 cats tattoos. And he seems to be falling for her. She admits that she's having a lot of fun with him as well, but they're still not aligned. And he's still trying to guess what car this baby gonna drive. But I like Jordan, just how smooth he is. They were playing this game, talking about how, like, complete the sentence, how, what should falling in love feel like? And she gave all these different, like, filler words. Like, it should feel exciting, it should feel spicy, it should feel scary, it should feel joyful, this and then the third. He follows up with, are you feeling any of these emotions right now? And she was like, yeah, I'm feeling a lot of them actually. And this baby came back with, then I would say falling in love should feel like this. Real smooth with it. Real smooth with it. I love that response. Real smooth, real just like very flirty, very just like masculine, very, it just gave. It really just gave. But I guess is, you know, she's still not, she feels like this is fun and flirty, and it hasn't felt to her like they're really aligned on like so many of their other values. And so now she's gonna be in a date with Mike, right? Mike that she done told that essentially she's a career woman, she driven, but she also traditional, she's trying to do the traditional things and the things. I feel like we might have a little love triangle forming over here, and I think she might want to go with Mike. I feel like she will go with Mike. I'm not sure, but let's see. I will say though, single dad Jordan, I do like. They also spoke about how, his son was diagnosed with diabetes, I think like at age, I don't know what age he had said. And that's something she also related to because her dad also had like, diabetes and whatnot. And so they were able to bond over that. I feel like maybe part of her hesitation will also be the kid, and also, just like dealing with a kid that's not yours, maybe dealing with the mom of the child, and maybe dealing with, maybe the diagnosis like of, diabetes and whatnot. That may be a little bit more scary for her to do, especially in an experiment where it's like, I don't truly fully know you and I have to like make a decision on marriage. I think she may just want to play a little bit more safer and go with somebody that's going to be safe on paper, which I think Mike gonna feel safe on paper. We'll see. That's like my hypothesis so far.
Mike. Out of everyone I've talked to, it seems like he's the one that's got his shit together the most, and I think we're very, very compatible in that regard.
I don't know if I told you, but I have a hot tub and a sauna in my place.
Ooh. Something about Blake for sure. He's been the consistent one I've been thinking about.
So our good sis has, three different potentials right now. So you got the single dad, whatchamacallit, Jordan. You got Mike. And she just got off a date with Mike. And the two of them seem like the same person to me. It's like, money, like money. Now, I love money, don't get me wrong. But the two of them, like, money seems to be like money. Like, it's just money. Like, every other conversation, they want to throw in that they have money and there's money. Or I have, like, a jacuzzi in the tub. It's just like, I don't know. And now she's on a date with Blake, and she feels like it also might be Blake. Our good sister Sparkle, she seems to be putting a sparkle on everybody. She got a little sprinkle of a sparkle for everybody. She's doing something right in these parts that maybe I'm not seeing. But she got three people. She got three people seeing things potentially with her. Who is she gonna pick? We gonna find out, y'all. We got 10 minutes and 51 seconds left in this episode. Let's see.
So I told you my dad passed.
You did, yeah.
I regret not having a closer relationship with him.
For sure.
We bonded through sports practices. Like, that's kind of how he, I think, expressed his love in a lot of ways. But there just wasn't a ton beyond that, if I'm honest.
I just wanted to speak on this, on the strength alone of like, I really feel him on that. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel him on that. The relationship that a child is gonna have with the parent should be established by the parent. Like, again, I'm not a mom, but someday I hope to be, right? And that's something I want to do differently. Because you hear him talk about how, like, with his dad, he was very much present, like, took them to sports. We connected on sports. But it's like, sports is an activity. That's not the core of who your child is, right? Did your child feel safe to talk to you about their emotion? Did they feel safe to come to you when they were afraid, when they were doubtful, when they were feeling, down? Did they feel safe to talk to you about certain things? Did they feel like they could experience joy with you? Or was it just like sports, coaching and being present in just like that area? And this may be a harsh of a take, but it's like, no, as an adult, I don't feel like I need to go out of my way to try to like establish a relationship with you now, because you should have been doing that my entire life. Like, you brought me into this world, you should have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I also get him as far as like the regret part of it, because it's like, now that dad is not here and you are sharing this with a woman that could potentially be a part of your life, and the rest of the world is going to be privy to this, and the one person that you actually had this, I don't want to say beef, like the one person you had this resentment or whatever towards, never knew. And so you have to live with that regret. You have to live with the fact that they never knew and they never will. But I get it. I get it. I think it's the responsibility of the parents to foster. Are you going to get it perfectly? No. No relationship is ever going to be perfect. But the effort should always be, it should always flow down. It should always flow down. And then it's up to the child to reciprocate that, not initiate. Comment down below and let me know. But that's just like my thought on that. I do have to say, the more the episode keeps going, I'm loving the sides of, Mrs. Sparkles that I'm seeing. This like this little, a little bit more vulnerable side of her that isn't just like, well, money, I have money, and it's like people are intimidated with me by money for the money. Like, speaking about her family, speaking about her upbringing, speaking about having to forgive her dad, and they just had like a really just like intimate and meaningful conversation without, of course, sharing, too much or like trauma bonding, but like just seeing a softer and a more, whatchamacallit, a more just like personable side of her. Not necessarily soft as if like, her being career driven makes her like, aggressive. I'm not even saying that in that sense at all. I love me a career driven woman. I believe women should have, the space, the drive, the ambition to be able to go after everything that they need. And I believe women should have personalities outside of being, you know what I'm saying? Like, outside of being married and outside of like having a partner. Like, nothing is more annoying than, oh, my husband this, my husband that type kind of person. Like, girl, do you have any hobbies? Do you have any interests? Do you have any like, what are you? Who are you outside of like, the wife role? Who are you outside of like whatever the case is, right? But it has seemed at first though as if her work was just like all that there was to her. Her drive was all that there was to her. And that is a lonely life for both men and women, because I'm noticing the same thing in Mike. Like, what is there? What else is there to you? You have money, a little bit more of the charisma going for you. You have wealth and the jacuzzi that we feel like, what more is there to you?
Blake is still my number one. Every time I leave that pod with him, I'm like a giddy little schoolgirl. I could 1000% see myself engaged to Blake.
Child, we done finally heard it from her own mouth. So it's Blake. And I'm guessing if you don't work out with Blake, maybe Mike, maybe whatchamacallit, single dad. I don't think single dad is an option. Single dad, I feel like would feel more so like just like a fun little thing to do, but nothing serious. But hey, she says it's Blake. We're going to see how it's going to go. We gonna see, because the only other date we've seen Blake in is with the other girl, like Anna, right? Like the Chinese girl. We'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. Is that Jesus? We will see. We will see is all I'm gonna say. Now, why they gonna end episode 1 with whatchamacallit, Anton and Alini almost meeting, like they're almost meet up or whatever the case is, like, why they gonna make it seem as though those two people not gonna like each other? He definitely gonna like what he gonna see. Alini is a gorgeous girl. They seem to have really fallen in love. Their story progressed without any drama, any hullabaloo. So this whole dramatic opening of the things, like, Netflix, cut it out, okay? But that's it on episode 1. I'm going to go ahead and end this right here and start recording episode 2 because I'm watching this. We're on a roll. Let's just keep this going. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. And I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.